Hello there, my friends. Today I want to talk to you about time versus money. As I dig deeper into my business career, as I dig deeper into my business, as I dig deeper into some of the past failures, successes, kind of transition moments, scalability moments, if you will, I start to really look at the finite idea of time, but the infinite idea of money, and it really starts to play games with my mind, if you will. And it took a while to kind of sort that out, because I would go to seminars, I would watch a free video series on the internet on a specific topic that I wanted to get better at. At the end of the free video series, I'd see people trying to sell something. And a lot of the times I was like, oh yeah, you're just giving me the information so you could sell me something. A lot of the times I would actually screen record the free videos so I can go back and reference them because it was awesome content. But a lot of the times you can't consume it in one video. You got to watch it a couple of times in order to really consume it. Not only do you have to watch it, I also found that, you watch it, you implement some of the strategies, and it brings you to a new level of awareness, so then you can watch it again and see new things, right? But one thing that I did notice was everyone was trying to sell something, right? And they're trying to sell a fast track to something, and which is fine. This is their business model. Hey, listen, I've got a sales program. I know in my heart of hearts, my sales program will take you from whatever level you're at and it'll catapult you 10 levels higher instantly. I know that. I've trained people with it. I've done that. So I believe the money spent will save you so much time. Where I finally came to a realization, if you want, is the fact that this is key for all growth. It really is. Because think about it right now, right? Think about the fact that if you're just new starting in the transportation and logistics industry, right? We're heading into some turbulent times. We've had some really crazy things happen this year. At the point of, recording this blog for you, 8 major companies have gone out of business this year. And I'm talking some companies have been around for 40 years, like seriously invested companies in this industry. They called it the apocalypse right now that's happening. So my question is, if you come into this industry right now, what is a year of your time worth, right? If you're a company watching this and you're hiring salespeople, green salespeople, what is a year of their time worth to you? You're paying them 40 to 60 grand maybe as a junior sales rep. So it's worth $40,000. Why would you not want to take that time, which is finite, because they could leave, they could not do anything, they could stay but not reach their full potential in that year that you've decided you're going to kind of invest in your people. And so you as an individual, then let's look at that part. You could take a year to get to a point, or you can shorten that to 6 months or 4 months or 8 months, right? So how much is that 6 months, that 4 months, or those 2 months worth to you as an individual? To me, they're worth astronomical amounts of money, because as a commission salesperson, if I can start making commission on month 6 instead of month 12, and I can generate an extra 10 grand a month, it's worth an extra 60 grand for me in that first calendar year than anything else. And so I look at that and I say, it's crazy why we put money over time in any industry. But I'm speaking to you specifically about transportation and logistics. How can we do that? I get it if somebody comes to you and says, you know what, I'm going to give you a sales training program for 100 grand. Okay, that's a difference. But when we put, $1,000, $2,000, even $5,000 over the ability to take our education from a 12-month period and shrink it to a 6, that to me is insane. It's mind-blowing to see why we would trade so much of our valuable time. Time's the only thing we can't get back. Money comes and goes, man. I looked at it and I said, you know what? I would rather take my money, reinvest it in me for 6 months, than buy that thing I wanted. I would rather take my money, reinvest it in me for a year, for 2 years, to see 15 years of exponential growth. Those are the ideas I believe all of us in this industry need to seriously contemplate. We need to seriously understand what is worth more. A year to a year and a half of struggling, trying to figure it out, or a couple of $1,000s to figure it out in 6 to 10 weeks, and then implement those strategies to make them work, right? That to me is the biggest bang for any buck. So I started investing heavily in myself. I really did. I started investing a minimum of 10% of my annual income into seminars, strategies, training sessions, coaches. I've got 4 coaches now, and I often tell a lot of my clients, I say, who else do you have coaching you? And they say, well, no one. I said, well, are you ready for it? And they said, no, I've got a lot going on. Okay, I understand it. And that's some people's opinion, and that's their perspective. I have a coach for specific areas of my business. If you're in sales, I do believe you need a sales coach. One that understands an operational strategy to help you wholeheartedly. I'm in marketing. I'm in business development. I'm in coaching. I'm in all of this. I'm in the digital age. So I have coaches for each of them to help me get to where I need to go. Is it an investment? Yeah. Is it a lot of money every month? Absolutely. But is it worth it? 1,000%. Do you know why? Because I take action and I implement what they say. I go through it, I work it, I tweak it, I try it, I work it, I might revert back, or I might say, hey, I did what you said, the tweak that I did this, and here's the results. So it's all testing. It's testing in your sales calls. Like, if you want better sales calls, my opinion is invest a little bit of money in education, in growth, in training, in whether that's money or your time, right? So let's look at it from 2 perspectives here. Invest a little bit of money in an educational sales training coach, or invest a little bit of time on Googling, researching, and finding videos that people have put out for free on how to create client profiles, how to develop strategic questioning, how to structure and framework your sales calls so you remain in control, how to straight line your 3 core ideas that you want to get across on a phone call. These are all strategies and things that are available in most places. The challenge is most people don't do it. Right? My companies should educate me. I agree. I do believe that. But I also believe that in the end, if your company doesn't educate you, make it your responsibility to better yourself. Make it your responsibility to be one of the sharpest people that ever enter a room. Make it your responsibility to say, I'm going to start shortening my sales timelines by 30%. Because if I can do it by 30%, I can add 22% more business to the bottom line, whatever your kind of close ratios are and stuff. That'd be something for you to figure out. But start strategically utilizing your time. If you have the money, I suggest you go out and you get the things that are going to help you get there quicker. It's one thing that I've completely changed my perspective on. And because I've changed my perspective on it, I have seen amazing things happen in my life. I'm encouraging you all, do not put money over time. Do not. I'm also not telling you go max out your credit cards, but I'm telling you, if you can afford $300, $400, $500, $600 on a month, a year, on putting it to yourself, do that. This is what gym memberships are. They're money you put out every month to better yourself. Now, if you buy a gym membership and you don't use it, what good is that? So if you buy training or you have a coach, somebody that's mentoring you, right? Even if you're not paying for it, utilize the information and apply it. It's key. So many people get information, they don't apply it. It's crazy. But you are not that person. You're a pro. That's why you're watching this. So I encourage you, don't put money over time. Really don't. If there's an opportunity for you to buy into a program you might not be able to afford, email the person that has the program. Say, listen, I can afford a third of it. Can you do 3 payments? I really want this program. Most people, if they're in it to help, will be able to do that. They will be able to give you that option, that flexibility, that structure that you need. Because if they're just in it for the money, they're not. They're just going to say, sorry, that's what it is. I know if anyone emailed me personally and said, you know what, Dan, I'd love to join your academy, which is a live academy put on. It's about $1,000. It's $997. And it's a 6-week academy. It comes with 6 months of training. I mean, we put $3,000 worth of bonuses in there specifically to, help you after the academy's over. And often people say, well, you put bonuses that equal 3 times the amount. I did it. I'm giving away full programs, 2 full programs, plus coaching, plus individual coaching, plus group coaching, plus monthly coaching live to my whole audience. So I mean, in the end, it's about $3,000 in value over and above the actual course, right? So you're getting $4,000 for $1,000 in essence. But let me tell you one thing. If somebody emailed me and said, you know what, Dan, I'd love your course. I can't do your 1 or even 2 payments because I'm brand new in this industry, but I really want to learn. Can I make 5 payments? I'd say, yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Join. And that's what you need from the people that you're going to bring in that are going to help you better do more, achieve more, become more, really become the greatest version of yourself. That's what you want. That's how you want to work. That's how you want to structure this. So in the end, I'll say it again. Try not, and I just had a light go out. Isn't that interesting? Try not to put time over money. Till the next time, my friends, I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there, make every call an educational one, and crush your sales.